Okay, so here we go. Let's get planning. My resolution for 2022 was successful. I bought my wife a gift every month to show her my appreciation for everything she does for me. My job is also very goal orientated, and I think the tools I use there can be easily applied to my objective here. So all in all, I'm feeling pretty good about achieving this year's resolution. Just to recap, my New Year's resolution is to document the events of my life in 2023. As you might have already thought, an easy way to do that is to record stuff and then just sling it on the internet. Which is good for me because I enjoy video editing. I made a few videos last year, but not on any sort of consistent basis. I just made the odd highlight video for family holidays. 2023 is going to be an interesting year for me, to say the least, and I want to make sure I document it as much as I can. I'll explain why it'll be so interesting at a later date, but for now, I need to get to work on planning how this resolution will be achieved. I mentioned my job is very goal-orientated, and one of the processes we use when setting goals is the SMART method. Now, this isn't some super secret business strategy. It's used all over in loads of different fields, but just in case you are not aware of it, I'll go through it now. Hopefully, you'll find it helpful when planning your own New Year's resolution. So, SMART. It's an acronym. S is for specific, M is for measure, A is for achievable, R is for relevance, and T is for time. To avoid this turning into a very boring boardroom slideshow, I'm going to keep this brief, don't worry. So S, specific. Is your goal specific or straightforward? Remember in the last video when we talked about people failing their New Year's resolutions because it was too complex or overwhelming? It's probably because their goal wasn't specific. You can't just say, I want to be a better person, or I want to lose weight. It needs to be more specific than that. What are we actually going to be doing? M, measure. What can we point at to show we are making progress towards our goal? A really easy one, this. It can be daunting at the start, but when you're at the end, you have this satisfaction of seeing the road that you've travelled. If you want to lose weight, you weigh yourself at the start of the year and then record your weight going forward, tracking the ups and downs. I have an Apple Watch that tracks my fitness. These 3 rings have had a stranglehold on my life for a couple of years now, but every time I pull up my data history, it feels really good to see all those days where I've filled in my rings. A, achievable. Is the goal we have a realistic one? Another easy one, but can lead to ruin. You can't overburden yourself too quickly. For example, going cold turkey if you want to quit smoking. It's just going to be miserable for a lot of people. And who in their right mind wants to be miserable? But maybe cutting down on the amount you smoke a day can be built up to cutting down how much you smoke in a week, and then a month, and then so on and so on. R, relevance. Is the goal relevant to our life, career, or long-term objectives? Self-improvement goals are obviously going to be relevant because they are by definition for your benefit. But you can't spend all of your life working in an office doing desk work hoping that you can magically jump career paths to become an astronaut, for instance. T, time. What's the time frame? We need a due date, don't we, for any goal. Obviously you can't build towards a goal forever. Just imagine how frustrating that would be. So, with all that, let's apply SMART to my goal. So S, the specifics. The specifics are already sort of baked into the goal. I want to document the events of my life in 2023. It'll all most likely be documented through video, but the events can be anything. Days and nights out, holidays, experiences. I mean, for God's sake, I'm making a video on SMART goals. I mean, come on. The M, the measure. This YouTube channel is going to be populated with videos for this project, so as the year goes on and more videos are uploaded, the measure will be the video library I'll be slowly putting together. A, achievable. Recording footage, editing it, and uploading it are all very easy things to do. R, relevance. Now, let's not beat around the bush. No matter how I try to justify what I'm doing, this is going to be a vlog. there's no sweet talk in it, is there? And as the internet has shown us, literally anyone can be a vlogger for literally any reason. Hopefully, I can avoid the usual hallmarks of an annoying vlogger. I remember watching a video years ago by Mr. Weeble which had some pretty sound advice.
Right, this is something that I've noticed that a lot of vloggers do, and that's jump cut every 2 seconds. Stop it.
And T, time. I'm thinking this time next year for an end date, so end of January or February 2024. That should be the perfect bookend for this goal. I should be able to look back on all the videos I've put together by then and take stock of the situation. It'll be interesting to see what's happened between, now and then.